Greetings from inside the spotlight. Today, we're revealing the startling reality about Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, one of Hollywood's most adored couples. The stories that Ryan Reynolds' former co-stars are finally sharing don't quite fit the meticulously manicured nice guy persona he has been promoting for years. Quick-witted, charming, and always up for a joke, Ryan has been Hollywood's golden boy. However, behind the scenes, the same actors who previously starred alongside Reynolds are now exposing a different Reynolds that Hollywood never wanted us to see. Let's start with Deadpool co-star TJ Miller, who has made it crystal adamant that he will never again collaborate with Ryan. I believe that after he became extremely well known from the first Deadpool, things kind of changed. I believe he said, "See you guys, see, would I work with him again? No, I would not work with him that much, but everyone felt it coming from me, which is why it was awkward." The other strange thing is that, although he seems like a really nice guy, his Twitter bio shows you the parts of me that focus tested the best in focus groups, and I'm not sure if he's kidding, but I believe that might be his true feelings there, not for double the money, not for anything. Miller characterized his time on set as tight and awkward, saying that Ryan would purposefully put him down by making pointless jabs at his expense. Miller added that the tension wasn't just light-hearted banter, but that even the crew could sense it as Ryan repeatedly reminded him who the true star was. Perhaps this might be dismissed as a one-off incident involving two actors at odds, but it's not a list of people who don't want to collaborate. Ryan continues to develop into Rebecca Ferguson, an actress known for her powerful performances and undeniable talent. I did a film with an absolute idiot of a co-star, and this human being was being so insecure and angry because this person couldn't get the scenes out, and I think I was so vulnerable and uncomfortable that I got screamed at and I would cry walking upset. This person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor? This is what I have to work with. What is this?" And I stood. They're just breaking. This happens, but because this person was number one in a C sheet, there was no safety end for me, so no one had my back. And I remember the next day I walked on and I said, "You get off my set." It's the first time I've ever spoken. She didn't name names, but she didn't have to. During an interview, she opened up about an absolutely miserable experience she had with a male co-star, one who berated her acting skills, screamed at her in front of the entire crew, and made her so uncomfortable that she refused to face him during scenes. She described herself as vulnerable, humiliated, and at the breaking point, the moment she gained enough confidence to stand up for herself, she told him, "Get off my set," and the industry took notice. What made this even bigger was when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stepped in and praised Rebecca for standing her ground. If someone like The Rock, one of Hollywood's most well-known and respected figures, is supporting her, it only strengthens the rumors that her story may be about someone much larger than we first believed. If you've been following the timeline, one name keeps coming up: Ryan Reynolds. However, Scarlett Johansson isn't the only example of this pattern of controlling behavior. Although she never specifically named Ryan, his ex-wife has also spoken out about their marriage's inner workings behind closed doors. In one interview, she said she had no tolerance for passive-aggressive jealousy, calling it one of the most unattractive and insecure behaviors in a relationship. She also added that controlling behavior is toxic and that no one would ever voluntarily put up with it. Let's just say that people made the connection. While Ryan's projects weren't taking off as well, and according to reports that dynamic put a huge strain on their relationship, Scarlett's career took off during their marriage, landing her Marvel roles one after the other and solidifying her status as one of Hollywood's top actresses. Ryan reportedly became more possessive, and the marriage didn't last, and Scarlett left without looking back. Now that you've put all these puzzle pieces together, a co-star says she will never again work with him. When an actress talks about an abusive beginning that industry veterans are supporting his ex-wife, it suggests that their marriage was rife with envy and control difficulties, and that it was only the start of years of abuse. What happens when the facade begins to fall apart? If all of these rumors are to be believed, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's public persona is based on their playful, ideal Hollywood marriage. They trot each other online with crack jokes and interviews and present a flawless display of their relationship goals. Ryan's public persona may be one of the greatest Hollywood illusions ever, and it appears that the truth is finally catching up with him. Behind the scenes, disagreements between performers and directors are one thing. However, when reality TV celebrities are criticized by those who have no affiliation with his field, it raises even more questions. The Jersey Shore cast hesitated for a while before answering the question about the rudest celebrity they had ever encountered. Then there is Morena Baccarin, one of the main faces of the Deadpool franchise. She played Wade Wilson's love interest in the first movie, which was a crucial part of the plot. Fans were expecting more of her in the sequels, but by the time Deadpool 3 was announced, she was hardly there. Dina Carisi dropped Ryan's name right away, and the others tried to soften the blow by claiming that perhaps he had just had a bad day, but the damage was done if Ryan was so rude that even reality TV stars who have encountered a variety of personalities in the industry found him difficult. Morena was conspicuously missing from every significant advancement. Despite being one of the most significant characters in the original film, she was marginalized after a falling out with Ryan, according to rumors that started to circulate during press conferences and red carpet events. Hollywood follows certain patterns, so when an actor abruptly switches from the main stage to the background, there's generally a reason why, but co-stars aren't the only ones who are stepping back. During their live publicity tour, Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan were inseparable. They were always making jokes, encouraging one another, and exuding the greatest romantic energy. However, now that Jake won't even utter Ryan's name, their friendship seems to have abruptly ended without any explanation. Although neither has openly addressed the change, many have conjectured that something significant must have